Well, where do you think you're going then? Eh? You think you're coming with me, do you? All right then. Welcome to quite a bright, if not a bit damp, Thursday, 13th of November. I just got to go down and get my Land Rover out of the shed because I've got no van today because Tree guys have taken my van. They're off on a training course. Mikey and Stewie are doing their use of rope and harness and aerial rescue and all that sort of stuff. Mikey's not feeling very well. Stewie's car's got no MOT. So they've had to take my van, so Stewie could drive my van because Mike's not feeling very well, he can have a kip on the way. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. I knew we had quite a bit of rain last night, but you always know when you've had a lot of rain, when it actually puddles up in there and goes across the floor. It did, it's puddles because it piddled a lot. Right, do I want to, I think I might take the back off my Land Rover. I'm kind of fed up with carting that around. We only usually have that if we're delivering wood chip or if the guys have borrowed it to go behind the chipper if they're going off-road a bit, or if I'm delivering sort of multiple bags of logs. I can fit one bag of logs on there easily on a flatbed. But when it's two, when people order two, I kind of need the extra. But I've got no double bags ordered at the minute, so I think we'll take the Land Rover out and we'll whip this lot off. I get the distinct feeling that Emma put this in here because I've had to put the seat back. And she is a short ass mind. So, right, we'll give it a bit of heat and get out of here. How are we for fuel? Oh, half a tank, we're all right. Needed both hands for that one. This comes apart quite quick. Easy as that. Done. I will have that out as well. I don't need that in there. That's just a shield for our back window if we're blowing wood chip in there. It's not quite as quick putting it all back together again. Kind of add 50% to that time, but yeah, that's why we chose this configuration of chip body. When I bought this Land Rover, I actually had a proper ARB chip body on it, but you can't take that apart. It is a fixed body. It's also about £650 more than that. Whereas this body, I can literally take the whole, look, I'll show you. I could turn this into a flatbed in just a couple of minutes. If I do that, take that out. Obviously, I wouldn't have the tailboard on there because, so I don't need that. It's a flatbed. Means I can carry loads that are slightly bigger. It's got the tie down hooks, I can tie it all on. This is far better. If you're thinking of buying a Land Rover for ARB and you're thinking, oh, I'll get a chip body because everybody else has got a chip body, don't do it. This is leaps and bounds cheaper and better. I'm just driving past the farm on my way to Winterbourne. Got to go and look at a beech tree for a client. she's concerned about its safety. So just spent the last couple of hours with Mr. Cornock and a very nice man from, I think he was Natural England, looking at ponds and how we can improve farm ponds for some of our amphibious friends. So yeah, we'll see what comes of that. We've had a bit of rain today, and I think we've got a bit more rain tomorrow. Actually, I think we've got a storm warning for tonight. So I think when we get back, we're going to be giving the cattle some grub and probably shutting them in for tonight. Right, I reckon that, I think that's my target. I think that might be the tree. Or is it that one down there? No, it's that one there. Yonder beech tree.
Is on the right.
Well, actually, it's on the left. It's there. Okay. Okay. So there is some decay there. I think we might have to close the lane to do that, or can we do it from? Can we do it from there, I wonder? So the client's concerned about the safety of this tree because some bits have fallen off of it. That's an old style for thin people. And that's a new style for less thin people. Why have you tied that up? Okay. I'm assuming that's what's... Oh, look at that. Got some jelly fungus. Ah. It's almost like chicken of the woods, but I don't think it is. Right. So, no big Ganoderma brackets. Not sure what caused that wound there. That's not that old. What's hit that? Okay. Right, okay, so, beech tree, Fagus sylvatica. Big old tree. Obviously got a few issues, but would I condemn that? I'm not keen to condemn it. That's where the branch came from, so obviously there's decay there, and obviously there's some deadwood up in here, but I don't know if that warrants taking the thing down. I'd rather not, I don't have to. So the dead branch there has got to come off for sure. These two pieces up here definitely got to come off. We could probably, and again, see there's not a lot of inner crown. If we do any reduction on that, we're actually taking away the leaf area. That branch is pretty sparse there. Some of the branch ends are thin. It's right on that cusp of should I, shouldn't I? So if I shorten that back to take some weight and end weight off of it, I'm probably going to doom the branch to die anyway. So what do we do? That bit's dead. That bit's got some decay in it. The ends, that's not too bad. That's unhealthy. It's not worth spending the money to put bracing in it. Just not even going to go there. I don't want to cut it down. I don't want to do it. I think we're going to deadwood that. Take out these branch tips that are unhealthy, just take them out and keep an eye on it. I'll give the customer a ring when I get home and we'll have a chat. I don't want to cut it down. Okay, that's that done. It's 1:15 in the afternoon. I am quite a few miles from home, so I'm going to shoot home now have my lunch, then I think it's going to be Dursley, look at a job for Stroud Council, and then if I've got enough time, back home, then up to Hillesley and look at a job. I think that's another beech tree actually, over the road. Look at a job there. So yeah, today is going to be tree stuff for me. I mean, I have to do some work sometime or other, don't I? It's only just gone 4 o'clock and it's dark already. Right, I want to shut the cattle in tonight because we are forecast heavy rain, substantial heavy rain, and I've forgotten the tractor keys, so I'll start that again. I'll go back up the house, get the tractor keys, and we'll catch up at the gate. Right, got the tractor keys, start that again. So yeah, I want to keep the cattle in, but I also want to give them a bail, so I might have to faff around a bit. So a couple of weeks ago, someone said to me, oh, you know, I put the new bulbs in me bulkhead lights. So I said, oh, why don't you put up some decent halogen lights or some decent LED lights for the barn instead of those poxy little things? Well, I'll tell you what. You mean like those lights? And I got some more in there and some more in there. So we do have really, really good lights. I spent the money last year, was it last year or year before, and we put in decent lights in the barn. So although that one seems to be holding part of a nest up there, I need to get in there. I need to chuck you out so I can put a bale in there. Right, hang on a second. Let's see if I can do this quietly. What we'll do, we'll put those lights on as well. How's that? So for you newbies who don't know all the things we've already done here at the farm, you're now educated. Right, go on. You have to go in, because I'm going to put a bale out here, and then when I put a bale out here, we'll put a bale up there. So one end at a time. Go on. In you go. In you go. Go on. That's if I can shut the door. I might have to move a bit of that. There you go. So I think what we'll do, I think we can actually get to some of that hay now. We can. I'm going to put a bale of round straw that end, let them through, they'll all go piling down there to see what I've done, and as soon as they've gone down there, I'll shut them out of that end and I can put a bale of hay in there, and then they can stay in. That's the plan. I can stay there for a minute. So I know this isn't going to be the most exciting of all the days we've done in the last couple of weeks, but most of my day today has been out working for the tree company, looking at tree work, and there are some bits like in the middle of nowhere where I could take the camera, and there are other bits where I'm in people's back gardens talking to customers where I can't. So we've had quite a bit of that today. So you haven't seen most of my day. hopefully tomorrow, or maybe over the weekend, we'll be loading some of that up and taking it to the farm in the new trailer. But I need to get number plate sorted out first. I don't particularly want to get stopped and told off by the rozzers on my first trip. Getting dark fast now. It's just gone 4:30 by 5 o'clock. Well, there's clouds in the sky, so the blue sky we had earlier is gone. And then if we had no clouds, might keep the light for another 20 minutes, but yeah, it's soon going to be pretty dark. I'll be glad to have this done. Come here, you. You cannot stay in there. You can't hide. I saw you. This is going to be my almost daily routine before long. Bales in, muck out. It's just that time of year. I'm kind of hoping Emma's going to take a bit of the strain off that. She wants to, I might as well let her. Right, I need to go and pick that bit up. Close you. Put that in there. There's no point in letting it go to waste. I'll probably drag half of it back out on the floor anyway, but they can come through. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Thank you, excuse me. Excuse me. Right. We're going to go round. Right, before they change their minds. We'll sneak up to their end. Bulls that are riding somebody, which may not help. So I'll shut them in first and then I'm out of there. Right. There you go. That's all the lights on now. So as you can see, we don't just rely on that bulkhead light there and that bulkhead light there. These two fluorescent LEDs, same as that two, are actually on a light sensor. I can leave them switched on, just switched on if I want, and then the light will turn them off and the dark will turn them on. So they're automatic. These inside, I have to switch those, but I don't need them. At night, the cattle just need enough light to see their way around and get round each other, and I don't need lots. So hence the reason of the two little bulkheads. I have actually got a third bulkhead over there, but I got to repair that. That was actually a wiring fault on that one. The fault being is the cattle chewed the wire. That's the fault. Right, we'll put one of those big 4-string bales of hay in there. I might just move the feeder over a little bit though. He is a bit close to that gate first. So cattle are shut out of there. At the moment they've only got that yard and that shed, but when I finish they can have it all back again. So they're tight in there, but not too tight. They have got enough room to spread out since we put these covered yards on here, it's made all the difference to the welfare of the cattle. Keeps the rain off their backs. To the point that I might even consider clipping them. We never used to clip the cattle because the feeding was always outside, but now they're under cover. We'll have a look at them, but if they start to sweat, we may well put them through the race and put the clippers over them. Although I expect the clippers could do with a bit of a sharpen. That'll do. Here, Martin, first one of your 4-stringers. Let's see what they think of them. He's in there. Right, we'll put this away, put the tractor away, take the strings off that, and we're ready to go. So a couple of you asked, I think it was actually asked in last Sunday's Members Live about number plates. Well, all I can say is I've ordered another 15. They are coming with the trailer number plates, and the 15 I've ordered are from long-term members, you know, Purple Stars. And if you joined us for last Sunday's live, there's a good chance your name might be on that wall. If you've got a Purple Star, you may be on that wall tomorrow or over the weekend. I think I got them all. I think. See? Plenty of light. We did that on purpose because the lights we had in there before, it's dark in here now, isn't it? Here, how's that? The lights we had in there before were not up to the task. We literally had 4 double fluorescents, and that was all the light for all the shed, and it wasn't enough. And it was one of those things where I thought, you know what, if we get an animal in trouble at night, say there's a bad calving or an injury or something like that, I wanted enough light in here that if we had to get an animal in and get the vet to it, we had enough light to see what we were doing. So that's why we had these guys put in. They weren't cheap. A couple of them were donated. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, I think there's 2 that are slightly yellower, and they were donated. The white ones we bought, but yeah, made a big difference to the shed. And like I said, the 2 feed yards, covered feed yards, now the lights that are in those, they are controlled or can be controlled by a photocell, which is, I doubt you can see it, it's up there. And basically, if I left that switch on in the morning, as soon as the sun come up, those lights will turn off automatically. So, but we don't need them, not yet. So we're not using them, not yet. Right then, where's me knots? There's a knot, there's a knot. So, if I cut you there, there, oh, missed, there, and there. So this come from about 400 meters in that direction from my neighbors. We bought this because we knew we were short of grub. I I did provisionally order another 20 bales, but we decided to keep the straw and me money. Come on then. Dinner's served. I think they're going to like that. As an alternative to straw anyway, I think they're going to like it. A bit softer, isn't it? Hey? Yeah, just a little bit. Right, we've got to go and open that gate at the other end, so we'll just shut that off first. That's done. Open the little gate. They made a little bit of a mess coming through here, but we kept that hurdle there like that on purpose, because if I didn't, all that would be dirty. So they sleep in there. Quite a few of them sleep in here now, actually. Used to be everybody would sleep next door and nobody ever wanted to come in here. I don't know why. Nobody ever wanted to come in here, but now they do. Magnet still working. Right, well, you don't need that much light, so you can have, no, that one off. You don't need that one. We're going to turn these off as well, and those two sets of strips in there. They don't need it. There is no point in burning loads of electricity just because I can. Good night. That all seems calm and quiet enough. That can go down there with the rest of the rubbish. That's me rubbish corner. I go in there occasionally and pick it all up, put it in a bag, get rid of it. So, I know. Who are you? What number are you? 192. I think that's Febra's beef pack. You Febra's beef pack? You look like Febra's beef pack. Yes, you do. How about you? I think you're a cow, so you're definitely not. And you? You look like a cow as well. Right, okay. So, no one's contacted me yet about buying any heifers, so I'll probably, if none of you are interested, I will probably, hang on, you can't see me, can you? I'll probably advertise it on one of the local farming Facebook pages. So farmers market, you can sell livestock and that on online, so you might find some on there. Yeah. Good night. I know you can't see me now, but that's the sort of noise I'd want them to make. If there was somebody down here up to no good, I'd want them to make that noise and scare the bejesus out of them. And here's Emma. Typical, arrived just as all the work's finished. I just finished it. All the mucking out and feeding, just done it. It's finished. Without you. Eh? Oh, it's the kid's fault. That's all right then.
I needed to go to school.
You need to go to school? You don't want to go to school? Do you want to go to school?
I hate school.
Do you hate school? Do you know what? It's some of the best years of your life and you'll never forget it. When you leave school, you'll wish you're going back there again. You hate it when you're there, but as soon as you leave, you go, it was so much easier at school.
No.
It is, it's easy at school. Easy peasy weasy. See you later. Oh, give us a kiss. Love you.
Oh.
I know, it's cold out here, yeah.